All right, this is going to be a video on how to make 2,700 negates.
With Glad Beast, if you know, you know.
Anyway, what actually is it?
So today, we're bringing you guys the Drytron combo tutorial that you guys keep asking for in the video from my Nationals deck list. A lot of you guys may play the deck or not play the deck and not know how to do certain combos in here. So I'm going to show you guys how I played during the event and how you guys can learn to play a little bit better too if you guys are planning on picking up this deck ever.
Okay, great.
So we're going to show you guys the one card Nova combo. Shout out to Logan JYA. He reviewed my deck profile and he plays Drytron the most, and he was actually the person who I saw this combo off of, so feel free to check out his channel if you're not just here for mine. So you're gonna have Nova, and we'll just have 4 other cards in hand just so you can see the card advantage. Doesn't really matter what they are. 4 hand traps because we're dirty like that and we just won't get hand trapped. That's how it's gonna work. So you're gonna start your turn with activation of Nova. Nova's going to summon the best card in the deck these days, which is Mewtwo. Mewtwo's then going to activate to help you search. You can go ahead and search a copy of Alpha. Oh, where is he? My boy. My king. You're going to grab Alpha. You're then going to Alpha tribute the Mewtwo, summon himself, and you get to search. We'll search a copy of Ben 10 here. So at Nats, I wasn't necessarily doing this line all the time. If I was scared of Droll, I was searching the big Draco Nids instead. But this is obviously under the contents of like us not getting hand trapped. So then you'll use Mewtwo's effect to reborn himself because you control a Drytron card, and we're just going to overlay for a copy of Mubeta. Mubeta dumps on summon, so of course we're going to dump the homie Zeta, not Beta yet. Zeta is then going to tribute the Ben 10 to summon itself in search, Meteonis. So at all times, through hand traps, we're keeping 5 cards in our hands for consistency and follow-up. After this, Ben 10 is then going to trigger to help us search. If you're scared of Nib, just search Vanity's Ruler. It wins 99% of the time, but we're not cowards on this channel. So we're going to search Diviner.
How many times did you summon Vanity's Ruler?
Like 6, but that's not the point. Not the point. So now we're going to normal summon Diviner. Diviner effect here is going to go ahead and search. So you're going to send Arclight. Arclight's going to search a copy of Big Dad Draco Nids because he's the homie.
Don't you miss the Make Beatrice line?
Yes, so much. Super simple thing here. We're just going to Meteonis. You can send the 2 materials plus the Mubeta itself for the entire ritual to summon Draco Nids. And then you can activate Meteonis targeting the Zeta to add itself back to your hand. And then you can take these 2. Now, preferably what you can do is you can make Dawn Dragster, because this is now a 6. You can make Dawn Dragster for the spell of Trap Negate, plus 2 monster negates. But in the current format, before Justice Hunter, I like to take these 2, and I like to make IP Masquerada instead. But I make IP just because this board right here is still 3 monster negates through X sending Aggregator as their starting play. Because your opponent will start their turn with just X and Aggregator, X1, Aggregator 2, target. You'll negate that, you'll still have 1 monster negate left, and then you'll still just IP into Dynamondo Shuffle, plus Dynamondo Bring Back for 2 more monster negates, plus 5 in hand.
Oh, because this card is soft twice per turn.
Yeah, soft.
Okay, nice.
So that's just the typical 1 card combo with Nova. Again, it doesn't look that impressive on paper, but when you like actually play into it, it's kind of like the Mitsu board where it doesn't look like it does a lot, but it's a lot of interactions for like 4 cards on field. It's pretty good. All right. Next, we're gonna show you guys the 2 card combo with, you know, the best cards in the game, Alpha Zeta.
I don't know about in the game.
In the game, always the best cards.
Logan Gemini might fight me about that, but I don't know about if they're in the game.
So this is just Alpha Zeta. Of course, every Alpha Zeta combo you see on YouTube is always just broken, but this is no different. It still just does a lot. So always start off Alpha Zeta. Search the Ben 10. We know the lines. Put the fries in the bag, homie.
Put the fries in the bag.
Zeta tribute the Ben 10 to summon itself and search you a copy of Meteonis. It's not super uncommon for you to get like crowed or drolled, so you know, just prepare to cry. Res Ben 10, same as usual. Just gonna go ahead and search our Diviner. And I had a lot of people at Nats asking me like, why are you searching Diviner so often? What's the point of playing Ruler? The point of playing Ruler is like if you get Prulia, Wallows, Meows, Drolled, if you only can get 1 search and you're under a hand trap that you know is going to restrict your play, just summon the Ruler. If you can set up a spell trap negate on top of that, you kind of just win the game because now they have to have like double imperm to beat a ruler. Otherwise, they lose the game. But anyways, I like to normal summon Diviner here instead of making Mu Beta. I do this because if this gets impermed and I have another play like Nova or something to keep going, I can just synchro these 3 away into Arclight and keep comboing. If you don't have it, you can feel free to make Mu Beta because no matter what, you're going to end up getting hit with a hand trap. But like again, if you don't have Nova, you don't have another extender, this gets impermed, I would rather just make Arclight than Mu Beta pass. Because there's nothing you can make with Mu Beta Diviner except for SP pass. I like Arclight rather than SP because it's negate plus follow-up.
Makes sense.
So again, Diviner resolves, we're going to set Arclight. Arclight's going to search. If you want the spell trap negate on top of your end board, you don't have to search big Draconids, you can search baby Draconids, but why would we want to send 2 when I can pop 2 and negate 2? So, you know, it makes sense to me. So this is 3 summons. 4 summons, Mu Beta. Mu Beta effect is going to dump New 2. I explained in the profile for Nationals that New 2, Alpha, and Zeta are the cards that help you add resources, and Delta, Gamma, and Beta help you manage your resources better. So you always want to find a way to have like those 3 names in rotation if you can. So now we're here. This is our 4th summon. We'll just activate the Meteonis, send the entire cards for the entire summon of Draconids. No problem here. And this is our 5th summon. Now we cannot get Nibiru. We can't get Bestial. If my opponent held Bestials that long, you suck. We can summon New 2 back from the graveyard because we control a Drytron card and activate New 2's effect to search a Drytron monster. You can search Ultimate Bright Knight Urzatron Alpha. Then you can activate the effect of itself to summon itself because you control a Drytron card or monster and search a spell or trap. So you can search Fafnir. Then you can just play Fafnir. Fafnir grabs Nova. And then you can Nova summon from deck a copy of, where is it? Beta. And I know that seems weird, like why would you summon Beta? That's terrible. I promise there's a line. Meteonis effect to add self back. You can target any of these 3 names. You kind of leave him at 5k because it makes it very difficult out. 4k somehow is more manageable than 5k. I don't understand that, but sure. You can synchro these off for a copy of Dawn Dragster. So now you have Spell Trap Negate 2, which does matter in this kind of format. I like to use the Beta to tribute the New 2 and put it back into the graveyard, so I always have it for next turn. And then you just take these 2 and you just make a copy of IP. So with just Alpha Zeta, you have Follow-Up being the Ritual spell, which not a lot of people consider to be Follow-Up, but I promise it is. Having this card in hand is so scary for players because if you start with this card and you have big Draconids or you have a Drytron in hand, people just will automatically try to like stop you or interrupt you because they don't know if you're going to bring out the big 5k guy or if you're going to have a way to like put out a Ben 10 for more searches. It's a very scary card. But you have essentially 4 monster negates with IP plus Draconids, Dawn Dragster negate, Dynamondo shuffle.
And still 3 cards in hand.
Yeah, 3 more cards in hand. Plus you have New 2 summon, Beta put back, a Banished Body for Draconids, a Banished Body for Draconids, Zeta Search plus Alpha Search.
Got a loaded graveyard.
So you have 4, yeah, so you have 4 names, which is really 5 names because of New 2. And you only expended 1 normal summon and everything else. Like this, the combos are insane. There are obviously safer ways to play the deck. A lot of times if I was playing at Nats, what I would go for was like if my opponent hand trapped me, which is what I should always expect playing Drytron at Nationals. You should never expect to go full combo. A lot of times, there were times where like I had to decide between Diviner Search and Vanity Ruler Search. I was summoning Vanity's Ruler as my 3rd summon to respect Bestials and stuff like that, or respect like Nib more often. And summoning Vanity's Ruler and wasting 2 bodies definitely makes you have a worse board, but Vanity's Ruler is just so strong. There are also lines you can make where you would Alpha Search Draconids and never get to a Ben 10 or never get to a normal summon because I prioritize always having a way to ritual summon this guy over everything else. There was also a few games where like instead of summoning baby Draconids, you want to summon big Draconids, so you can keep the Mu Beta on the board to make a Zeus with or something like that. Like a lot of times clearing boards, day 2 and Nats, I was Mu Beta, summon Draconids, Mu Beta plus Draconids on field, clear the whole board, punch for 2k. If I didn't kill you, I made Downer Zeus, so now I have an untargetable with monster effect card that sends 2 cards plus a Zeus board wipe plus follow-up. Like that's insanely strong. So yeah, there are definitely better ways to play this deck.
I don't know too many decks that are beating that.
It's a very strong line. I think this deck definitely takes kind of like a bigger backseat in Justice Hunter times, because the K9 cards kind of punish the Drytron effects in hand and everything like that. But I think if you're a good enough player and you really do enjoy this deck, like me and Logan Jawai, you can do really well with this deck. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to message me personally on Facebook. You guys know my name, or try to find me or my videos on YouTube, and you might see more content of this.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you at table 1.
Oh yeah.